The 98th day of Debbie Johnson's romance with Tony, the star of LIF, is bearing her soul to Cole Johnson, who is in the midst of a medical crisis. Colton was a Las Vegan named Debbie made her acting debut in season 6 of 90 Days Fiancé, in which a Brazilian guy named Colt proposed to his Brazilian girlfriend Lissa Leme, who played a manipulative role in making it seem as if she was just seeing Colt in order to get a green card. Debbie was the only one who was deceitful. She was skilled at gaslighting and helped bring Colt up to be dependent on her. When Lissa became a part of their family, Debbie was unhappy about having to share Colt with her. She was also upset about Jess Caroline's Colt dating, and eventually became enemies with Vanessa Guerra, her best friend from when she was younger. The combination of Colt's reliance on his mother led him into so much trouble that he eventually grew a set of spikes. And when he paired up with Debbie, they were a perfect fit. Colt demanded Debbie oversee his life and make choices on his behalf. Debbie and her boyfriend Tony are presently in Canada. In October, Debbie and Tony spent her first Halloween together. Debbie boasted on Instagram about how she had made 100 bags of candy for the neighborhood kids, but she ran out. Debbie referred to Tony's home as our house while showing off the Halloween decorations. Although Debbie and Tony brought joy to more than 150 children, others have wondered whether she neglected her son Colt, who is now facing amputation, in order to preserve her fairy tale moment with Tony. Debbie has not requested that her followers pray for her dear son. Both of Colt's injuries occurred on the same leg in a sequence of events that might permanently impair his mobility. With only 2 years under her belt, his mom is still focused on making sure Debbie's first Halloween in Canada is a smashing success. A year ago, Debbie was all over Instagram, lamenting how she had ruined her move to Canada and pleading for an immigration lawyer, preferably a pro bono, to help her get permanent residency. Following her January denial of entrance at the border due to what she said was incorrect information on her residence application, Debbie returned to Las Vegas and pleaded with her followers to keep her in their prayers. Even though Debbie and her boyfriend were in a relationship that was about to end, Vanessa took care of Colt after he hurt his leg on set of 90 Days, the last resort in December 2022. Despite the fact that the couple was about to break up, Colt spent weeks in a cast and needed multiple surgeries to get back on his feet. After spending a year at his side as he got well, Vanessa departed. Colt attempted a return with a franchise and went to Mexico to shoot 90 Days, where he met Courtney Verdon. After collecting Colt, Courtney brought him to her Florida home and started taking care of him. Colt and Debbie's relationship deteriorated after it became apparent to the 90 Day, the single life star, that his mother was the root cause of his failed romantic relationships. Despite their estrangement, the mother and son remained in touch through text messages. In September, Colt visited Debbie and Tony in Canada, suggesting that they had reconciled their relationship. It's puzzling that Debbie now acts as if she barely knows Colt, especially considering the horrific injury that nearly killed him. Supposedly, Colt's leg is so diseased that it will likely never recover. Debbie used to take care of Colt like a kid while he was married to Lissa. She fed him, cleaned his clothes and dishes, and even drove him to work. However, she has grown so cold-hearted that Colt is considering a move to Brazil in the midst of his financial woes and IRS issues.